everyone, welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Becky.
And today we're talking about Bravely by Maggie Stiefvater, which I got the audio and well, not print, but the ebook, the eARC off of NetGalley. And Becky got her, however she read it.
Yeah, I got the ebook off of NetGalley. I read it.
There you go. Okay, so this is a sequel to Brave, the movie. It's about Merida, who a couple years later, we're still kind of funny on like how long after the movie this takes place, but we'll say a couple years afterwards, Merida is now on a new quest because one of her home has kind of been noticed by the god of ruin, and he is ready to kind of raise the ground and start anew. But Merida is gonna try to stop it before he ruins kind of Dunbrock. And so basically she makes a bet with him, the god of ruin, and then the goddess of what was she the goddess of? Like just the goddess of like new things and renewal. And
was she the god like nature? I'm not clear.
Well, so Merida makes a bet between these two gods. She's got a year to change everybody in her family, and if she can prove that she's changed them all, then the Dunbrock won't be ruined. So she plans different journeys to help kind of change them. But also along the way, there's this new kind of destructive force that comes through, and they stop by Dunbrock and basically strong arm the family into kind of taking these journeys so that they're kind of uniting with the other kind of communities around, the other kingdoms around, to prove that, they're interested in unity and to kind of keep themselves from destruction. So there's a lot of different kind of pieces and parts that are up in the air for Merida. And so she's got to change her family while also kind of completing the quest that she set with this destructive force. And can she do it in a lot of time is a real question. And that's basically all you need to know.
That's the book. So I saw Brave like once.
And I saw it once too.
Like when it first came out.
I love Disney movies, but this is not one of my favorites.
It just didn't grab me. I guess for some people, like it spoke to them and it like changed their lives. So my thing was like, I couldn't remember Brave. And I didn't really remember, like I remembered like mom gets turned into a bear and she had 3 little brothers who also get turned into a bear. Like that's all I really remembered. I just remember that the 3 little brothers when they were bears were super cute. That's all I got. So like reading this book, I needed more backstory.
Well, I see in this book, I'm going to say it and I'm going to get hate and it's fine, but I thought I was bored. This book bored me. Like I was so bored. Like I was doing so many other things that I didn't have to read this book. Yeah. And I think it's because, well, like the characters weren't as developed as they normally are in a Stievvater book, because Lizzie is one of these like she's like a foster sister essentially in this book, and she's a new character, and like I don't know Lizzie, I don't care about Lizzie, I don't, I like she's one of the focal points in this book, and like I am not drawn to her.
Is she a new character? Because people on Goodreads are acting like she was in the movie.
Really? I started to rewatch the movie and she hadn't been in it. I'm about halfway through and I don't.
Okay, then maybe like just somebody like there was something on Goodreads where somebody was like they thought that
maybe she came in the end.
I don't remember. But that was the thing. Like so, like they go on these journeys and they interact with these people, and I don't care. Like the beginning fourth was so slow, and I think it's because it's like they're trying to give you like that fairy tale feeling, and it just didn't work for me. It did pick up for me about a third of the way through, but it was still like the trajectory was still slow because like I liked the going to visit the other kingdoms, but you don't, like you said, you don't meet anybody in the other kingdoms. You don't care about anybody in the other kingdoms. And then like to me, the ending just felt really rushed. Like there's like a big showdown. And I remember looking at my Kindle and I'm like, it says that there's a 7% left. How are we going to have this big showdown? It just like was very resolved quickly.
It was. And I know that this is my own kind of, what is it? Not personal opinion, my own, well, it is a personal opinion, but it's my own kind of bias. Like, I wanted a romance in this book. Like, it's just what I look for in these kind of books. And like the romance in it was non-existent. Yeah, it was basically non-existent.
Until it wasn't. Until you're like, wait, what?
Right. And I don't want to talk about it too much because it'll give it away, but like,
right.
I was not a fan of how that plot point kind of came to be and was resolved.
And I think like the brothers had the potential to be the most interesting, but there was nothing there. Like they weren't enough story.
They were set up like villains almost.
Well, I didn't think so. Like I thought like, cause all of them had to change too. And I thought like how they changed. My thing is like, I couldn't figure out how old they were supposed to be. Because
they didn't really have a personality. Like there was a spark of them wanting to have a personality, but they didn't have a personality.
But I'm just like, if you compare like Hubert to Hamish, like their behaviors, one came off as like a young teen and the other one came off as like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
So I don't, and like that's something that can be, and this is not a short book for things to not be like well developed.
Oh my gosh, it was so long.
I mean, it's not like a crazy long, and the thing is, like, I will read 500 pages of Maggie Stiefvater if she's got me hooked, but I have not been hooked.
This didn't do it for me, which is hard because I love Maggie Stiefvater, I usually like a lot of her books, but this one just didn't do it for me.
So should we just rate it?
Yeah. So our rating scale starts with 5 unicorns if we don't like it, or 5 unicorns, it goes down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it doesn't get a horn and is therefore a horse. So where are you?
I think I'm at a 2. Like I wanted, like as I was reading it and it picked up, I wanted it to be a 3, but I just thinking about it, like it was rough.
Mine's a solid 2. It was super boring and I feel like it was kind of set up like there could be a sequel, and we're not reading that sequel. Like, please do not make me read that sequel.
Well, I want to know, like, who's the intended audience? Because, like, the writing and what happens, I would say is more of like a higher teen, but like some of the content, there are attacks and ruination that are pretty graphic, so that's high teen. But then, like, relating to the characters is more middle grade. So I don't know what the plan is.
I mean, I definitely think they're setting it up for teen and not middle grade. But
that is where we are on Bravely, and we'll see you around.
Bye.
Bye.